Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make a wig. Very detailed, very beginner friendly. So right before we get into this wig making tutorial, this hair is from You Are Beauty Hair. I'm going to link all their information down below in the description box in case anyone wants to shop with them, which I do recommend you shop with them. I'm wearing the lengths 24, which is the longest, 22 and 20, and an 18-inch closure. The only thing that I wished with this hair is that I got all the same length and bundles. Now when it comes to straight hair, I'm starting to realize this. I don't like the look of layers in straight hair. I like how it looks when the hair is just all one length. It's super long. It just looks really sleek that way. The hair came in a 1B, what most people like, but I don't like that look. I feel like it looks brown to me, and I really wanted jet black straight hair. So the hair really is very good. It takes dye really well. Obviously you can straighten the hair very well. What I also liked about this hair is that the density of the closure was just not too thick and not too thin. It was just like the perfect density for a closure. So basically that's all of the details for the hair. The few things that I didn't like is that throughout the hair there was brown and gold strands. I didn't understand why. There was just so many different colors, and there's so much short hairs going throughout the entire hair. So I had to cut it, and I was like, oh, this is annoying. I even tried putting like the frizz tamers and all that just to lay the shorter hairs down, but it didn't work, so I had to cut a lot of it out. So that is definitely something you want to keep in mind when you're buying this hair. But honestly, overall, this hair is good. I have Peruvian straight hair in my hair. I'll link down below exactly what I got in the description box. But anyways, let's get into this video. I don't know about you guys, but I love Amazon. I got this whole entire set from Amazon for $30 Canadian. So it comes with the canvas head. I got the 22-inch. So you're just going to pick the size that you want, and it doesn't matter what size you pick, the price doesn't change. And then it comes with the wig stand holder, as you see in the black right here, and then it comes with some push pins. So we're gonna get into doing this wig right now. I put everything together and I attached my canvas stand and my canvas head to my chair. But what we're going to do in this video is ignore my fingernails. Okay, the reason why I chose a canvas head over a styrofoam head is, trust me, I've had experience in the past where the styrofoam head is just too small, not the correct size for your head. So what you want to do is get a canvas head. Now what you want to do is you're going to look at the canvas head. I'm going to turn it to the side. So what you're going to see is the shape of the canvas head. This is going to be the indicator of the front, and this is going to be the indicator of the back, because usually the back of our heads protrude out a little bit more. So that's going to guide how we create this wig. Okay, I'm going to be using this dome cap. I got it from Beauty Supply store. I spent $4 on this. Let me know down below if that's the correct price. I feel like they're supposed to be $2, but who knows. Yeah, you want to put the wig cap on the same way how you would wear it on your head. You want the two lines like that. We're going to use these needles to secure down the wig, and you're just going to place it all around. Ooh, let's do some ASMR with this. And we're going to place the pins all around. And this doesn't have to be in any special places. You just want to make sure when you're sewing anything on the wig, it's just not going to move. Now we're going to lay the closure, and as you can see, the lace right here, you want to pull it up as much as you can. And then we're going to pin it because we want the hair to lay super flat. Just make sure it's even when you're pinning it, because knowing me, I'll pin it uneven. You don't want your wig to look like it's floating on your head top. That's super embarrassing. So we're going to pull it. I'm pulling the back as far as I can back, and then I'm putting the pin in. So this is how the back is looking for now. So you just want to make sure that even the side here is totally flat and aligned. And then as you can see at the top, there's bagginess to it. Take it out and make sure it is flat. So you want the closure to lay as flat as you can. The only thing with this hair, the closure here, is that there's a lot of short hairs throughout. Okay, so what you want to do next is get a hair tie, or you can just tie it up yourself like this, just so all the hair can come out the way. Okay, so this is how it is looking. And I laid it as flat as I can. This is the best. Again, this is my beginner's way of how to make a wig. So I got this thread here from the beauty supply store, and I got a black one, of course, because my hair is black. And you're just going to adjust the thread color based on the type of hair color you have. So if you have blonde hair, you're obviously going to use a lighter thread. And I got this for $10 at the beauty supply store. Comment down below if you think this is worth it. I know some people were commenting on my other videos saying Canadian prices are super high, but it was $10 and I feel like this will last me for a long time instead of buying the small packs that they usually have for 99 cents. And then at the beauty supply store, I got 3 needles for 99 cents. You can pick any 3 sizing needles. So I told the man that I wanted 2 mediums and 1 large. Or did I get 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large? I cannot remember. I made sure the 3 needles that I have are threaded. You can choose what length, how long you want the thread. So let me tell you guys, what I used to do. Now, I used to sew through the entire band, especially the elastic band. Do you know how the needle is going through the entire thing? That's not what you want. Because if you sew through the entire wig cap, especially around the elastic band part, it's going to shrink the wig like no tomorrow, and the wig's not going to fit on your head. I'm laughing because I did not know this. Okay, my hairstylist was the one who told me that I'm not supposed to be sewing through the actual whole entire elastic. So if you're someone who notices that your wig is getting so much smaller after you're done making the entire wig and you're just frustrated, one of the reasons could be that. Okay, so what you want to do, so pinch your wig cap and then you're going to feel material. So this material right here, that's what you want to sew through and not through the actual elastic. Let me show you through the fabric. Okay, so as you can see, that's through the fabric. Through the fabric. So through the top layer here. The elastic band is not touched at all. Okay, so I just want to make that clear so you're not making that same exact mistake. Sew through the fabric. Under. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull this once just to start this off. Okay, and then we're going to double the front of this sewing right here, because the reason why we want to double the first sewing is so we can secure it. We're going to place the thread, okay, and we're going to put it behind it. Okay, and we're going to pull. And we're just securing it. Okay, so we're going to do that once more. Okay. And then you can either wrap it around. I see people wrap it around like that. I haven't done that. It's not really my style to do that. Okay. And you can pull. So you're going to continue doing this. I'm just going to remove this clip. Put it here. And you want to make loops. So it's basic sewing, okay? And you're gonna continue to sew. And you can choose how far apart you want the sewing.
I know you need time on your own, but you spend a lot of time on the phone. I'm calling, you get no answer. Maybe I should call you after. How's she doing? Let me ask her. Honestly, I won't let go. Yeah. This turned into a disaster, so maybe I should call you Casper. Cause you and ghosts disappear to a place nobody knows. You just switch up like the weather, you're cold. Waited a minute for it to unfold, with all of the stories and lies that you told me. Just want somebody to hold me. You act like you don't know me.
Literally, I'm not even over exaggerating. This took me less than 5 minutes to do. Do you see the stitching lining right here? Let me show you guys this. You don't want to sew through that, but you want to sew around it, just so it can prevent with shrinking as well. I'm going to take out the pin, my pin that secured everything, and I'm going to pull. Okay, I'm not playing with this wig. I just want to show you how the back looks. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through the material, and I'm just pulling the hair because I really want this to be pulled as much as I can in the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of this closure, and we will proceed after that.
I can't let this control me. I was there for you when you were lonely, and I swear
now I'm done with the closure, and you're probably like, why is this girl stopping in the middle of the closure? Listen to me. I'm not a professional. This is what I'm doing. Anyways, to finish off closing up this closure, I just made a little loop. Bring it through like I showed you earlier how to do. And then I'm just going to do that one more time. Okay, so this is that for the closure. Now I'm going to bring it back around so you guys can see it. That's the side. That's this side here. I just hope this is flat. Like, if this is not flat, literally, I'm not joking, I'm going to be crying. And then what I'm going to do is just make a knot with these two. I really want to secure this. Okay, now with the back, you want to start off with getting the longest bundle that you have. If there is a longer bundle, if not, just grab any bundle if they're all the same length. Now, what I like about these T-pins here, especially in this kit, is that it gives, I don't know why I was so loud, but it gives you enough, like it gives you more than enough to use on when you make your wig. So I'm just gonna get this just to secure and hold the wig. You want to start at the bottom. You don't want to start all the way up here, no. Start at the bottom here. You get another T-pin, and then you just push it in. So that's how it's looking so far. And it has some space, which is okay because we're going to sew on this wig. You're going to get your thread and your needle, and we're going to put it right through the actual weft for the first one. Okay, for the first one. And once again, guys, I'm going to emphasize to sew through the material. So the material and not the actual whole entire wig cap. Okay, don't be like me and sew through the entire wig cap. Embarrassing. Super embarrassing, but okay, so you can even pinch it if that's the only way you can do it. Pinch it and put it through. Okay, so through the material and we're going up and we're going to pull it. Okay, this is, we only sew through the weft for the first one because we just want to secure it. Okay. So I'm just going to do that twice, and again I'm going to make that little loop. Okay, so now for this part I'm going to show you that you're going to go under the weft. Okay, under the weft through the material, not through the elastic or the entire wig. We're not going through the entire wig, we're going through the material, and then we're going to pull, put through the loop, and then tighten it. And that's what we're going to do for this whole entire one here, and you can space it out as much as you want. You can have it super close, spaced out. It's all to your liking. Okay, now the reason why we go around the weft instead of through the weft is to prevent shedding. Okay, we want to prevent shedding from our bundles, and this is the way that we do it. Okay, as you can see, I'm repeating everything. And you can tell if you're actually sewing through the material versus the actual elastic, because when you're sewing through the material, it's so easy for the needle to just go through it. Okay, so that's how this bottom part looks so far. Now, what we're gonna do is flip this over. We're gonna flip the bundle, and then we're going to use the T-pen and push it in to secure it. So it just gives you more support when you're actually making this, just so the hair is just not flying everywhere. Okay, so the reason why we flip the bundle is so we can preserve the hair, reduce shedding, and we can use the bundles again. So now with the beginning of this weft, I did not, let me tell you, I did not secure it in any way. I just continued sewing the way I usually did so. It's not that serious. The only way that you have to secure it before you're done sewing is if you're switching needles, which I'm going to show you. I skipped this little line here because I don't want to sew through it. You just sew over it. It's not that big of a deal.
So don't hit me up while I'm busy.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this. Okay, and I'm gonna tighten it like that, and then I'm just gonna make another loophole. One more. Tight, and then I'm just gonna cut the rest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is with my new needle and thread, what I'm going to do is just start back over from the part that I finished off. So instead of, do you know where I tied everything right here? I'm going to start a little bit behind it and then work my way back over just to secure everything. I don't want nothing falling out my hair. Do you know how embarrassing that is, man? Do you know how embarrassing that is? I really do want to try and avoid that. So I'm just going to go around it and in the material. Around the weft, in the material, pull. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm just going to continue. So we're going to continue doing this until we reach the end of the bundle here. Forgot to tell you, but you don't want to place the weft right on top of the other one. No, place it above. You can space it out how much you want. Just place it above and continue on. Okay, so don't place it right on top. Okay, just do that. You want to do it in a C shape. Now I've reached the top of the wig, and I'm just going to show you. I've been sewing the top, and I'm going to show you how to do something like that. Hopefully it's not too bad and it still looks good once I put the hair on. But basically you want to attach the end of the closure where the ending of the closure is with this lining here. You just want to sew it together. Okay, this is it for how I stitched around top of the wig. Here's the other side here. Okay, I'm kind of nervous because I really want this wig to fit on my head nice. I don't want it to be like really big and bumpy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take out the pins out of the front here of your canvas. You want to pull these out, okay? So the next thing that we're going to do is cut the rest. We're going to cut the cap that's underneath the lace, and we're only going to cut the cap that's underneath the closure, okay, because we don't need it and it's just going to assist with laying the closure flat on our heads, okay? I'm just going to put my hand inside of this so I know exactly where everything starts and stops, okay? And I'm just going to cut. And you want to cut really well. You don't want to cut the stitching that you've done, okay? So just be careful when you're doing this. I just cut through like that. You said that you wanna be serious. It's so impossible without trust. Baby, you leave me so curious, but I guess it was all an experience. Slow it down, you moving too fast. I hit the brakes, but you press the gas. I really thought that we could have last. It was all in my head. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just straighten the wig, and I'm gonna come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so this is the final look of the wig. Now what you want to do after putting the wig together is go in and do your baby hair, do your middle part. I kind of feel like I plucked the middle part a little bit too wide. But yeah, overall this is how it looks. I love how it came out. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Comment down below what you think. It's my first time making the wig. I felt like I actually did way better, and I feel like the more I do make these wigs, the better I will get. Let me tell you guys, you saw how I plucked the closure. I plucked it way too much, so I had to make a new part right here, and it does look a little bit better, so can't complain with that. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you did like it, make sure to comment down below, like us, just share your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I do a lot more hair based videos similar to this, and yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Au revoir. Bye. But here's some more videos if you want to watch.